Hi, my name's Laura. I am the appointed psychologist to this clinic. How may I help you today? That's great news. Okay, we have you booked in. Alrighty. Can I get your first name? And can I get your last name? That's great. Alrighty. So it seems we have you booked in for a few sessions for a few weeks. Is that correct? That's great news. And you're in stunning luck because you'll be with me for those next few sessions. Are you comfortable with that? That's wonderful news. Okay. So just to confirm, did you fill out the necessary details in the survey before you came here today? That's great. Okay. Wonderful. So I'll just grab those and you can grab a seat for me, okay? Great. Okay. Alrighty. So I figured we'd start with a nice informal introduction today. Psychological tests can seem quite terrifying, but it's my job basically to just help you relax and understand a little bit more about yourself. Tests like this can seem so judgmental because they can seem quite prideful of your personality and your desires and the things you like. But simply, I'm just here to be nice and friendly, take care of you, and help you understand more about yourself. Okay, that's great. So, as you can tell, I like to be very informal when I meet my patients. I think that's a wonderful way to just help everybody get to know each other and to relax. So, I really would like to be able to help you relax today. That's great. So, this may sound a little strange, but before we begin your sessions over the next few weeks, I wanted to take you through a nice, simple personality test. Okay, this will take you on a little bit of a guided visual relaxation journey. You may have seen these introduced through meditation or ASMR videos. Yeah, okay, that's great. So, it may sound a little strange, but you may find out a little bit about yourself today through the test that I'm going to be taking you through. Okay. So for most of this, I'm going to ask you to just close your eyes. Okay. Alrighty. So to get a nice, good field of view for a person, or at least for yourself, I like to give people the Cube personality test. This is kind of like Rorschach. You just take it with a pinch of salt, but it doesn't necessarily answer any questions, but it can help awaken your subconscious and help you understand any thoughts that you may have suppressed when it comes to your lifestyle or your future or even your past. So, like I said, take this with a pinch of salt. This may actually help you understand yourself better. Because whilst it's my job to help you, no one on this earth knows you better than yourself. Okay. So just relax, and if you're comfortable, I would like you to close your eyes, and I'm going to take you on this journey now, okay? Alrighty. I will explain the basis and the context of the test after we're done performing it. Okay. Alrighty. So just trust me. Okay. So, I want you close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. And one more. And breathe out. That's great. Okay. Just keep those eyes closed, and if you feel uncomfortable at any point, you can open them and we can have a nice chat. Okay. Alrighty. So first off, have you ever heard of the Cube test? If you haven't heard of it by that name, you most likely have not heard of it. Okay. Alrighty. So I want you to imagine you're in a vast desert plain. Okay. And we're going to fill in that landscape as we go along. But for now, just imagine a nice desert, okay? Just lots and lots of sand. As far as the eye can see. Okay. Now, I want you to envision a cube. Just think of the first thing that comes to your mind, okay? Of that cube. Do you see the cube? How big is the cube? Where exactly is the cube? Is it floating? Is it buried in the sand? And what's it made of? You don't need to tell me your answer straight away, just keep a note of this picture as we go along. So just hold on to that image of the cube and however you perceive it, okay? Now you will notice a ladder in the desert, okay? I want you to take note of a few things about that ladder you see. Is it a short ladder? Is it a long ladder? Is it old? And where is it in conjunction to the cube? Just take a minute to think about those things. I know it can be a lot of things to follow, but just follow those things and we can figure out where they are. Okay. And last but not least, what is the ladder made of? Can you think of the colors you see in this picture? Let's move on. I now want you to envision a horse. Is the horse moving? And if so, what direction is the horse moving? Is it tied to the ladder or the cube? Is it roaming free? Is it a delicate horse? Or is it a workhorse? Is it big or small? Have a think about that for a second. Okay. You have that image? That's great. Now I want you to envision some flowers. Okay. Just imagine some flowers in the desert, okay? How many do you see? And where are they in conjunction to the cube, the horse, and the ladder? Where are they? Okay. Do you have that thought in your head? Yeah. And what color are they? Okay. That's great. And now I want you to imagine a thunderstorm. And it can be as big or as little as your mind sees. Okay. Is the storm coming? Or are you in the thick of it? What's going on with the storm? Is it affecting the other items in your mind? Is it affecting the cube, the ladder, the flowers, or the horse? Is it passing? Or is it staying? Is it angry? Is the wind strong? Have a think about that. Okay. Alrighty, so just keep a picture frame of the final image you see in your mind. All those items together. Remember them. And now I'm going to take you through what they mean individually, so you don't need to explain them. Okay. The cube represents your ego and your personality as a whole. If the cube was seen as large in your mind, you could be considered to be a confident person. the cube was seen to be small, you are mainly perceived as shy and modest. If it was dug into the sand, you are typically a person who likes to plan very much so into the future. If it was on top of the sand, you are seen as a business-like thinker. If it's moving, you think out of the box and avoid all types of convention. Okay, so which one did that match? I see, okay. And do you think that reflects you as a person? Would you say that's accurate? Okay. Just making a couple of notes. Okay. Now the ladder represents your friends. If the ladder was touching the cube, you are very connected to your friends. If it was detached, then it may be suggested that you prefer independence. If it was below the cube, your friends see you as an authority figure. If it was seen in the same level to the cube, your friends can see you as equals. If the ladder was above the cube, your friends see you as the authority figure. If it was a short ladder, then it suggested you prefer a small circle of friends. If it was long, it suggested you're an extrovert with many friends and several acquaintances. Okay, so which one would you say this matched? Okay. Okay. Now the horse represents your partner or your ideal partner, okay? If you saw a strong workhorse, it is suggested that you want or have a hardworking and reliable partner. If you saw more of a delicate horse, it suggested you want a partner who takes pride in their appearance and likes to be pampered and taken care of. If the horse was far away from the cube or moving opposite to the cube, you may be distancing yourself from your partner or maybe the ideal partner that you're looking for. Okay. Now the flowers represent your children or the children you wish to have in the future. Or maybe your subconscious wants those children, but you're not thinking about that right now. Either way, every answer is perfectly okay. So the amount of flowers you saw represents how many children you would like. And if the flowers were close to the cube, then it suggested you have a wonderful relationship with your children or will have a good relationship with the children you'll have in the future. And you understand that that's an important thing to have. Okay. And lastly, the thunderstorm represents your fears. If the thunderstorm was far off in the distance, you live life with very little worries. If the thunderstorm was close, you are ready to face conflict and the troubles of life. If it was over the cube, you believe your troubles are overwhelming you, and you may be dealing with a sense of grief right now. Okay. So I want you to just take all those answers in, and I'm going to ask you, was the thunderstorm one accurate at all? Okay, it matched up with that one? Okay. Let's put that one down. And I don't believe I grabbed your answer for the flowers. Was that accurate at all? It was surprising. Okay. It can be. The little friendly test that I've performed with you today is based on kokology, which comes from the Japanese word kokoro, which means spirit or mind. So it first became the subject of several books in the 90s, which were very popular in Japan. and they are a collaborative selection of personality tests, subconscious tests, random quizzes, and a lot of people have said that that particular quiz that you just took indicates a lot about them that they were very unaware of, but weren't scared of, but they very much welcome the idea of the answers that they gave in that quiz. So if you found that that surprised you in any way, or you were very sure, either way your answers are very helpful in figuring out who you are as a person. So what do you think? Okay. Alrighty, yeah. The quizzes were basically put together to help you unlock your subconscious and figure out what your desires are. And we as humans suppress a lot. We don't give each other enough credit, but we do suppress a lot. There's always a lot going on in our lives. It can be very busy. So it's good to just take a few minutes out just to figure out who we are, what we want in life. And there's nothing wrong in that. I think everyone should be able to take as much time out for that as they like. So, this was just a nice introduction little test for you today, just for us to get to know each other. I suppose you could call it a nice little get to know us test. So this has helped me fill up my small database so far on you and figure out what you like as a person, and it will help me in the future decide on what tests I'm going to take with you, as long as you're open to them, of course, and what direction we're going to move on in helping you with your thoughts, feelings, and problems. Okay. Well, this has been a wonderful introduction, and it's been a pleasure to meet you today, and I cannot wait for our next session in the next few weeks. Alrighty. Okay. Well, you take care now, and have a reflect on those answers, and have a think about them. Maybe they can change something. Maybe they'll surprise you. Okay. Well, you have a lovely day, and it was lovely to meet you. Okay, I'll see you very soon. Take care now. Bye.